Hello guys, today we have another educational video, and today we'll be learning about candlestick patterns and candlestick charts and how to read price and use them for trading. So here we have a candlestick chart of a stock Mahindra and Mahindra, and this all of you would have seen anyway. So what is a candlestick? A candlestick is basically an interpretation of price, and it's a visual representation of how price is moving in the market. Candlestick charts are not the only charts. There are different, all these charts right here. You have different types of charts, and many traders use different types of charts here. But the most common ones are candlestick charts, and you also have the line chart. Line charts basically plot all the points, all the closing prices, and it joins them together. So this is a line chart, and the most commonly used charts by traders around the world are candlestick charts. So what is a candlestick and how do you read them? So candlestick basically, as you all know, is looks something similar to this, and this is a straight line, and you have one line above and one line below. So what do these lines represent and what do they indicate? So this is a red candlestick, and you can also have green candlesticks similarly, right? This and this. So you can have red and green candlesticks. So what do these what do these mean? So basically, let's take the example of a green candlestick. So let's say this price is about this price right here. This is a important price right here. This price at the end of this long straight line, and this price. So what do these mean? So this green part of the candlestick is called the body of the candlestick, body, and these two lines on the upper and lower side are called wicks, WICKS. So what do these represent? So for a green candlestick represents that the opening is the closing is higher than the opening price, okay, and vice versa for the red one. So what this means is, at this starting point of the body, this point right here is the opening price. Right here, this is the opening price of the candlestick, the lower point of the green body, and this price right here is the closing price. The higher point of the body is the closing price for a green candle. Now what do these wicks represent? The intraday volatility. Now this right here at the end of the wick is the low price, the lowest price which was attained in the day, and this price right here is the highest price or the highest point. So what this means is, this basically tells us a story about the price movement, right? So this was the day's opening price. This is where price opened. It moved higher and lower. So it moved till this point over here, and then it went up till this point over here, and by the end of the day we don't know what price did between these 2 points, or what order it was in. Did it go up first or did it come down first? But at the end of the day, this is where it ended up. This is where it closed. So this is what a green candlestick tells us. Now it's a very similar thing for red candles as well. You have these prices and the wicks as usual. So the wicks all represent the highs and lows as usual, but for a red candle, the higher point of the body is the opening price, and the lower point of the body is the closing price. So this means that price opened here at this point, then it went up till here. This is the high point, this is the low point, and price stayed between these 2 points throughout the day and closed right here, which is below the opening price. So hence the red candle, because the closing price is less than the opening price. So these were the basics of candlesticks and what they are. Now we can use these candlesticks and to interpret what the price is going to do and try to predict the future. So how do we do that? So let me remove these. So we have a few candlesticks which are we call them candlestick patterns, which have been observed in the markets previously historically and have proven to be successful. So there are candlestick patterns which have single candlestick patterns and two candlestick patterns. So you also have three candlestick patterns, but these are much more rarer to find and to spot out. So today we'll be discussing the single candlestick and the dual candlestick patterns. So the most important candlestick in the single candlestick patterns, there are two. So one is what we call the hammer. A hammer can either be red or green. There is no specification on the color, but it is better if it's green. This is what a hammer looks like, and we have, this is called hammer, and we also have something called shooting star, right? Shooting star is also looks very similar to the hammer, but the only difference is this is what this looks like, and this in most cases has a red body. So this is called a shooting star. So what do these mean? So a hammer is a bullish reversal pattern, and this, a shooting star, is a bearish reversal pattern. So what these mean is, when the price has been coming down for a long time and you see a hammer candle formed at the bottom right here. Let's say this is a hammer, this hammer right here, let's say this is formed right here. So we can say that from here price could probably reverse and go up. So this is why this is called a bullish reversal candle. So from the hammer there are chances that the price can reverse and go up. Now the psychology behind this is that, or if we look at the perspective of a buyer and a seller, this is where price is opening at the lower end of the body, then price went all the way down, sellers took it all the way down, took the price all the way down, but then buyers dominated the sellers and the price couldn't sustain at lower levels and it shot up and closed above. So this means that the buyers have overwhelmed the sellers during this day, so the next day the buyers can show good momentum. So this is what a hammer signifies, and a very similar logic for shooting star as well. When the price is going up and you see a shooting star, you can expect the price to come down and reverse from there. Again, very common psychology. The buyers have taken it up, but the price could not sustain at higher levels and the sellers have successfully pushed the price down and closed it below. Now if we can look at some examples, so let's go to ONGC. Now ONGC, you can see a hammer pattern formed right here on the 2nd of November. So price came all the way down from this point to this point, and then price halted here and formed a hammer, bullish hammer, and then you can see what happened to the price next. There was a bullish reversal here. Now for another example of a shooting star, we can look at Pidilite Industries. So here you can observe a shooting star here on the 23rd of April. Price was in an uptrend, in a short-term uptrend. You saw a shooting star at the highest point at the peak, and then price after the shooting star, price dropped by 13%. So this was another bearish reversal. So these are the single candlestick patterns which we were talking about. Now let us look at some other candlestick patterns. So let's look at some candlestick patterns formed by two candles. Let me remove this. The two main important candlestick patterns for a dual candlestick pattern are, there are two main ones. One something like this, and the second one is exactly opposite to this. So the second one would be a smaller green candle and then a larger red candle. Something like this. This large candle here would be a red one, and even this would have similar wicks. So this candlestick pattern on the left is called bullish engulfing, and on the right it's pretty obvious, this is called a bearish engulfing. So what are bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing? So a bullish engulfing is again a bullish reversal pattern. A bearish engulfing is a bearish reversal pattern. So how do these function? Very similar. Same logic as previously explained. If the prices was moving lower and you observe a bullish engulfing pattern, there is a chance of a bullish reversal. Price may go up from there. Now the conditions for this to be met are, this big green candle over here completely covers the body and the wick of the left candle, smaller red candle. So the high of the green candle and the low of the green candle cover the high of the red candle and the low of the red candle. So this body also covers this body entirely, and similarly for this. So if we look at some examples of bullish and bearish engulfing, let's look at Reliance, and let's go back here. So let me change the color of this. So here we can observe a bullish engulfing pattern. Price was in a downtrend, moved down. This was a textbook example of a bullish engulfing, and then you can see what happened to price next. Price shot up 12 to 13%. An example of a bearish engulfing would be here. Right here, where price was in a very good uptrend. Here it formed a hammer as previously discussed, then it came up and then it formed a bearish reversal pattern, bearish engulfing, this whole body, red body, covers the green body from high to low. And then you could see, and there was a clear fall of greater than 10%. So this was another example of a bearish engulfing pattern. Now the third type of another candlestick indicator or a candlestick pattern is something we call a doji. Now what is a doji? A doji is a candlestick which basically has a very small body of either red or green color and large wicks, and consists of large wicks. So this right here is a doji, and also this. The color of the doji could be either green or red, it doesn't make much of a difference. So what does a doji signify? A doji signifies indecision in the market, an indecision or a fight between the buyers and the sellers of the market. So from here the price could either move upwards or downwards, and it is stuck in a range, and the market is confused as to where to move next. So dojis are formed mostly at either the top of the market or the bottom of the market, and after a doji we could expect good momentum as either the buyers are overwhelmed by the sellers or the other way around. So if we look at Bank Nifty, we can observe many dojis here. In Bank Nifty, for example, if we see here, at this level price formed two dojis right here, one red and one green, and then as soon as those were broken, market took a direction and went bullish and took a 13% rise. And then another example of doji here, these are two big wicks and small bodies, which are again two main dojis here. And then markets rose, there was indecision here, there was a battle between the buyers and the sellers, and finally buyers took over, and you can see the momentum. Again another doji here formed on the 22nd of December, two more dojis here, and then you can see the bearish momentum here. So when price moves up or down, when a market halts for a while, so in this halting or consolidation periods you can see dojis being formed. So when dojis are formed, it is a sign to you that you have to wait for market to take a direction and trade in that direction itself, trade with the trend. So that was it for candlestick patterns, and we'll look at a few other price action patterns and how to trade in the next episode.